What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla. This is the Ultra Z News. It's been a bit since I did one, and I wasn't planning exactly to do one today. But today we did get the McFarland Pacific Rim official PICS and pre-order info. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So I gathered up a bunch of news that I've talked about on Facebook between now and NYCC. Anything before that and the last news, I kind of just wash my hands of it right now. I'm just not going to talk about it on the news. I don't want to go past NYCC, honestly. We're just going to move forward. So without any further ado, let's get to the news. And of course, we have to start off with that Pacific Rim news. The official picks are out. The pre-orders are out. Here is Gypsy Danger with his buildings and his vehicles. Now, all of these sets, most of these sets, almost all of them, run about 20 bucks each. So for a 4-inch figure, building, couple of vehicles, and a comic, is that a value? I'm not 100% sure, but they do look okay for what they are. They're obviously more simplified figures. They're not like the full decked out McFarlane stuff, but they are pretty cool. And I guess if you've gotten their like smaller avatar stuff, you kind of know what you're getting into here. I kind of dig them. I like these smaller figures. Here's Crimson Typhoon, by the way, and now Cherno Alpha. They look cool. The idea of a comic is pretty cool. You gotta think about it. The comic itself is like $5 right there, you know. And then you got the figures, and you got, you know, a couple buildings or a building and a couple of vehicles to play with. So it's not terrible for, say, 15 bucks. Here is Striker Eureka, and this was my least favorite so far. It just looks very bland to me, but your mileage is going to vary. Now, pre-orders are up at Entertainment Earth, at BBTS. I heard they went up on Amazon. I didn't see it, but we will talk about Amazon momentarily. But this is the Striker set. You know, again, your mileage will vary. And then we have the Kaiju ones. Now, these I think look cooler. Here is Knife Hand. I feel like the level of detail of the figures look a little bit better. You guys let me know what you think, but I think they do. I think they put a little bit more effort into the Kaiju. It's I don't know. There's something about the Kaiju that just feel more detailed. But they look good. I like how the packages look. Definitely stuff that is going to look cool on the shelves. I'm sure these are going to be at Target. Here's a leatherback. One of my favorite Kaiju from the first movie. Looks very cool in my opinion. I really like it a lot. It kind of looks like the NECA in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? And as you can tell, not a ton of articulation on these guys. The Jaegers look like they have more articulation than the Kaiju, but it is what it is. Here is Lando Tachi, looking pretty decent. I like the profile shot there. You know, looks pretty good, the side shot. Yeah, not bad, guys. Not bad whatsoever. I did put up links on the Facebook page, and I will try to put up links here as well to at least the Entertainment Earth stuff. That, again, was easy to find. This is going to be one I think a lot of folks are going to want. It is a Raiju. We have not gotten a figure of Raiju at all, and it looks very cool. I like it a lot, guys. So this is a must-get. They're all must. For me, personally, I plan to get them all. Now, when you price everything all together, it comes out to 200 bucks because this set, guys, is an Amazon exclusive. And what you get here is repainted Gypsy Danger, Striker Eureka, and a Raiju with the open head. You also get a ton of vehicles and buildings. So this is a starter set, and it only runs you 40 bucks. So this is the one to entice you to buy it. I highly suggest you get on board. And again, check the description for the links. Let's move on. 3-0 showed off their official pics of Gridman. Looks really good, guys. I really like it a lot. 3-0 is another company that have done really good things this year. So this is another one. This one's for next year, but it looks fantastic. So definitely looking forward to Gridman. So the Hammond Collection Carnotaurus went up for pre-order on Target for January release. And I got my pre-order in, but then later I saw that apparently there was an Amazon straight up drop that, oh, I don't know, maybe some dinosaur folks in the know only got. I don't know, guys. I don't know about that. But, you know, I can neither confirm nor deny it. I never saw those those orders up at all. But I do know they're in certain hands already. It is what it is, but I missed out on that. I'll get mine whenever, but it does look very good. UA Monsters continues with a Gamma Rebirth. This is the Mega House little brand. Not little, they're big figures. And Gamma Rebirth looks very, very good. I do like it. I think the chest lights up on that one, which is cool. Speaking of light ups, let's move on to X Plus, but keep it with Gamma. Guron, classic Guron, is back in a illuminated version. Though I didn't see a pic of the actual illuminated part. I'm guessing his horn, his eyes are illuminated. My bad. And there's also a new illuminated gigantic Godzilla 64. Both are available now on the X Plus site. Also from X Plus and D4Real is Destroyer. Looking pretty good himself. That's a nice one. And there's a Rick version that lights up as well. Speaking of illuminations. Back to McFarlane. How about the Hobbit Smog? This is one that I've wanted for a while in my collection. I've wanted a Smog for quite a while. So, yeah, I'm in, guys. I will get a Smog from McFarlane. This is going to run you about $50. The pre-orders are up right now. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on McFarlane. You can get it on BBTS, Entertainment Earth, wherever you want. But it looks like a nice representation in the McFarlane Dragons line. YMSF is doing their own Titanosaurus. So if you didn't get the Movie Monster Series version, you might want to look out for that one coming soon. 3-0, once again, we're jumping around here a lot, is doing an M Deluxe version of Megatron in classic comic book colors from like the 80s comic. I probably won't be getting this, but it's a cool idea. It looks good. You don't really see these colors from Megs anymore. So, and then kudos to them for this really, really nicely designed mock-up cover. Very, very cool. I really like that one a lot. For this weekend's TFCon Mastermind Creations Remix, did a steel jaw in either Shattered Glass colors or Black Align Voltron homage. However way you want to think about it, it is pretty cool. You can still get it at toydojo.com should you wish. SHF is doing an Ultraman X Exceed. That's right. This is a very popular form of Ultraman X, and I know a lot of folks have wanted to see this, and we are getting it, guys. It looks really, really nice. Pre-orders, I believe, are going up pretty soon on it. I do like it. Am I getting it? Possibly. I have slowed down a little bit on the Ultra stuff. You know, I'm not out completely. I mean, Ultra is in the name. So we will be getting more stuff. But this looks great. Speaking of Ultras, Evolution Toy is doing a 2-pack, a special 2-pack of Zeton and Bat Alien. Look at these guys. They look very weird to me. It's interesting. They might be from other tokusatsu shows where they were used, maybe like Redman, but maybe not. They're also doing a Busca. How about that? And this one looks really good. One of the better looking Evolution toys, I think, in my opinion. Looks really, really nice. Also, this one's actually in the Hero action figure line. So how about that? Busca's a hero, I guess, right? You get a lot of options here. Personally, I have the Revoltech. I've still never reviewed it. It's in my backlog. If you guys want to see that review, let me know down below. An interesting item popped up at the Godzilla's US store, and it's a 4-pack commemorating Godzilla versus Power Rangers with Godzilla, the Dragon Dog, King Ghidorah, and the Red Ranger. So if you want that, head to the Godzilla US store. Revoltech is doing a Winter Soldier that looks like a proper anime villain, so if you're into that, look out for the pre-orders coming soon. Bandai has a new little subline going with Yu-Gi-Oh! And they have one of the big Egyptian gods here, looking pretty cool. There's a vinyl figure that separates and you could display each of his parts. I don't know anything about that, but hey, you do you. James, Groman, and Mondo team up once again for Werewolf by Night. Now, this one wasn't really my thing, but Man-Thing was. So I skipped out on this, but it does look pretty cool. I do like it. But, you know, it wasn't a must-have for me. But keeping with some monsters, NECA is doing a glow-in-the-dark classic retro Dragula. Very Bela Lugosi-esque. It's like Bela Lugosi cartoon-ish. New Solo Chogoken is coming, and it is Gurren Lagann. We're going to get more info on it coming soon at the Mashi Nation 2023. And how about this? Transformers RED is not DED. It is coming with a Grimlock who looks pretty tall, and the design is kind of interesting. It's a little bit different than like a straight up G1 design, so we'll see how that goes. SHF is doing a One Piece Luffy in his 5th gear mode. It looks pretty awesome. It looks like a really, really fun figure. Haven't seen the anime, haven't read the comic, but I like how this looks. I will say that. It looks really cool. I feel like this form of Luffy is very, very striking. So it's on my radar. I will say it. If I see a pre-order in front of me, I might jump onto it. It does have a alternate head for the regular figure as well. Now, we talked about the full action Kyurjin, the Dino Charge Megazord. That is now out in Japan. I actually just dropped my pre-order right before it shipped from Amazon Japan because I needed to switch that money to another pre-order that I didn't have, that more of that was made available. So I needed to switch it. It was, you know, a little bit less, so saving a little bit of money as well. I do regret it, but not so much right now, because a black version, as you've been seeing here, has been announced. It is a P Bandai exclusive though, but I want this more. Super 7 is doing another Bruce Lee figure, as the first couple are hitting customers' hands like right now, I believe. And this one is titled The Operative, which I believe is from Enter the Dragon as well, but you know, it looks pretty decent. Mondo is also doing another Tiki glass, and this Creature from the Black Lagoon. You know, we like some Creature here. I like how this looks. DST is doing more Muppets, and this time we have Pepe and what's this guy, Mr. Deadly? That looks like a cool 2-pack. Now, Nonef Design is doing all kinds of, Nonef Productions, doing all kinds of interesting figures that they showed off at TFCon. From Battle Beasts to Exo Squad looking stuff to Dino Riders to Inhumanoids. They're covering all the bases, guys. So stay tuned. I'm gonna be paying attention to what the heck they're doing with it, with all this. It'd be funny if it was like one shared universe of stuff. But yeah, let's keep an eye on that. Hasbro showed off last minute a Wasp figure as the Giant Man. HasLab was set to end on the weekend. It ended now. And, you know, I wanted to talk about this, and we are going to talk about it right now in a little bit of an editorial to end off. HasLab Giant Man funded against all the naysayers. This thing looked awesome at New York Comic Con. I said it. It looked amazing. It should be supported. Now, I didn't get it. It's not really my jam. I was never a big Giant Man fan, so I wasn't going to go in on this. Don't have a room for a giant 24-inch Giant Man, but it was definitely worth supporting. I saw so many naysayers. I saw so many haters on this across the webs as this campaign went ahead, and boy, it is the same thing I've been fighting here on the channel with Godzilla stuff. So my heart goes out to the Hasbro crew that had to deal with all that, to all the fans that were berated just for loving this. I got you. I know how you feel, and screw those guys. You guys won in the end. It was funded. Only one tier was unlocked, but man, that second tier was so close. But you guys got funded, so you know what? You guys win. We win. We all win as a community. And there you go, guys. That is the news. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below on any of this stuff. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content. Well, hopefully daily content again. And diversify your collection. Until next time. Peace out, peeps.